Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is the Unstoppable You Show. And today we have one of the amazing life story of my business partner. Today she is my special guest, and I'm going to interview her on her journey on how she has a second chance to life 5 years after cardiac arrest. And we are going to hear her beautiful, inspiring story. For those ones who are joining for the very first time, we always come live, but today is a very, very special day. So let me introduce myself, and I'll also ask my special guest to introduce herself later on. Yes, my name is Sunday. I am originally from South Sudan, currently living here in Townsville, Australia. I'm a mother of four, a wife, and I love God so much. I am also an online business mentor. I mentor people online how to start up an online business. Thank you so much. Let me welcome my business partner to introduce herself. Sis, you're welcome.
Thank you, sis. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for this special episode today. Yes, I am going to share my 5-year second chance anniversary that the God gave me. So I will be talking about that so that I can educate and inspire anyone who is going through any life situations that affects their mental state or anything for that matter. So for those who are new on my page, I'm Regina Karim, originally from Fiji, living in Brisbane. I'm retired and a digital business mentor. Thank you, sis.
Thank you so much. And I love this topic because sometimes when you learn from a life story, a true story, it really impacts so many people. And I hope today that so many people will be inspired, will be impacted with this life changing story. And one thing in life that we all have is life, and we have it once. We don't have a control of it, and God has the control of life. And things sometimes happen. When I was just sharing with my sister before we come live, I said there are moments that when something hits you, a sickness or a situation, you have nothing to think about but just to have life, to live. You forget your money, if you have money in the bank account, if you have children, you forget all those things. But one thing you need is just life. So today we are going to celebrate this beautiful 5 years of second chance of my amazing sister, my business partner Regina, after having a terrible situation, a cardiac arrest, that became an inspiring story that make her now to live on purpose. And I hope today you get inspired, you get to learn a lot. So I have some questions that I'm going to ask her, and I'm going to put the questions on the screen, and I just bear with us. It's going to be really, really inspiring. And I wanted to ask you also, if you have some questions you want to ask Regina, drop it on the comment section, and we will love, if the time is there, she can be able to say something on your questions. So let's go. This is the first question, Regina. Can you take us back to that day? What happened, and what do you remember about your journey going through cardiac arrest, and how was your family cope with the situation? You're welcome, sis.
Thank you, sis. Yes, it was today. Today is the day 5 years ago. I actually do not remember anything. I'm only going to share what I was told by my family, especially my daughter, the one who gave me CPR. She was the one present with me when this happened. So it happened on the 18th of July, 2021. It was one day after I used to do cosmetic business before, and I did a launch of the business, and I invited a lot of my friends and family so that I could do a demo and show them what the product was about and things like that. So I did 2 demos, and I was feeling a little bit of a pain in my chest, like it was really like getting tight and all that, but I always had issues with my chest. I always had issues with my lungs and all that, but nothing was serious. Every time I go to the doctors, they say everything is fine. So 2 weeks before this incident happened, I had been to the emergency department, and they checked everything and they just said everything is fine. So that night when I had this business launch, everything went well except for the discomfort that I was having in my chest. So I slept well in the night, and then we took a lot of photos. And the next day I was with my daughter, my middle daughter, and I was lying on her bed. I have a habit of, like putting half of my body on the bed and half is hanging on the side. I have a bad habit of doing that. So when I was in her room lying on her bed, then I was lying the same way. I had a phone on my hand and I was showing her the pictures. Which pictures should we share on Facebook? Because I had created a business page and I wanted to share that. And then suddenly the phone is slipping off my hand, and I'm telling my daughter that I feel like throwing up, So that's what my daughter tells me that I did. And she thought I was joking with her because my eyes went up, the black thing is gone. You can only see the white thing. And my daughter thought I was playing around with her. I was doing a prank on her. And then when the phone fell off my hand and I'm sliding down the bed because I'm half on the bed and half outside, she thought, what is going on? And then she jumped from her side of the bed, and by the time she came to my side, I was already on the floor with my right hand behind my back. And she, when a person is unconscious, the body becomes heavy. So I don't know how she managed to take my hand out from my back, and she started doing CPR immediately. I don't know where she got all this courage from, how she managed to, think of things like this, because I would panic. I wouldn't know what to do. But I think God was guiding her because it was not my time. And she started CPR immediately, and then she called the paramedics, and they came within 10 minutes. They were there. I was gone, I was gone by then. I have no idea. So when the paramedics came, they did everything. They did the defibrillator thing. They did the CPR and everything. By then, slowly, I was, probably making some effort to breathe. So then they took me to the hospital. On the way, I vomited while they were on the stretcher. While they were taking me to the ambulance, I vomited. So just remember, this is all that I have been told, right? I don't remember anything. So I vomited, and then they said I was making some moaning and groaning kind of sound trying to breathe. So they took me immediately to the hospital. I was in ICU for a week, and the doctors themselves didn't know what happened, because they were trying to do so many different tests. I have no idea. For the 5 days, I don't know the tests they did, how I was in the hospital, what happened to me, I have no idea. See, I was admitted in the hospital on the Sunday, and then the Friday, the following week, that is when I got my memory back. So for 1 week, I don't know. I don't know what happened to me in the hospital. My family, at that time, the COVID thing, there was curfew. They couldn't stay out. So two of my daughters, they went following the ambulance. The middle daughter, the one who did the CPR, she hid in the hospital for the whole night. She hid there. She didn't want to leave me and come back home. So she was hiding in the hospital, trying to, see what the doctors are going to say, because when they took me to the emergency department, and by then probably I was slowly getting back to conscious, mind and all that, but I was out. I did not know anything. So at least the family could take a sigh of relief that I'm still alive, So they put me in the hospital. I was in hospital for 10 days, and then my family could not visit me because at that time they had the curfew on. So they only could come talk to me on phone, and I have no idea what we were talking about and all that. So, like on Friday, when the doctor, Friday they were allowed to come, so they came, and then the doctor came, the head of the cardiac team came, and that's when he told what actually happened to me. So it has got a lot of names. It has got like heart failure, cardiac arrest, and broken heart syndrome. And there's another Japanese kind of name, um, Takutsubo something. There's another name. So the heart becomes in the shape of a octopus trap. So that's how it was. The bottom part of my heart is damaged, but the rest of it is good. So I'm still able to live normally. I'm forever grateful to the Almighty for the second chance that He gave me. Actually, I was ready to go, but I don't know why I was given this chance. I said, I'm ready to go, take me, but it was not my time. So I had to go. I always joke to my daughter, I was knocking on the door of the heaven, and the angel of death said, go back, it's not your time. So,
It's
so,
very,
like, yeah, we always
yeah,
make fun of that, just to, have some laugh and all that.
yeah,
On the serious note, I am forever, forever grateful that I
yeah,
am back to normal, except for the 1 week memory loss. I am back to normal, and I am living my life, with purpose now, because I don't
yeah,
know what was the reason God gave me the second chance, but I am forever, forever grateful. And
yeah.
my family support was amazing, amazing. Thank you, sis. I hope I've answered that.
Yeah, yeah, you really answered. It's really amazing. And we are so grateful for your daughter. Such things, if it happens when someone is not there, it's very hard. Sometimes, even if someone is there, but we are so much grateful that you have a second chance. God still have a purpose for you. You have a long time to go to impact lives, to change a lot of lives. That's why you're still here and healthy.
Yeah.
So God has a purpose for everyone else. Sometimes things happen for us to wake us up. Like after this, we are going to hear after this what happened in the story. So God has purpose for each and every one of us. So keep your comments coming. Let us know where you're watching this from, and we are going to the second question. And our second question says, surviving something so life changing after often changes the way you see life. What is the biggest lesson you have learned in the latest in the last 5 years? Welcome, sis.
Yes, yes, it has taught me a lot of things in life, because the biggest lesson is do not stress about anything. Stress is the thing that led me to this situation. When I retired, I was stressing about everything, because when I retired, I did not have any backup plan. I was not ready to, like, just live my life without being financially independent, because I did not understand the situation, how important it is to have a backup plan. Whether you are working or you are seeking early retirement or whatever, it is very important to have a backup plan, because once you lose your job or you retire or something and you don't have any income coming, it's a stress.
Yeah,
It's a stress that is going to be in your mind all the time. How are you going to manage, how are you going to survive? So that I was stressing a lot about that. And then, like, this stress made me do so many things that I wasn't even ready. Like, I was not into business, because I had always worked. So I started doing these small businesses, which was not successful at all. And then, as I said earlier, I did the cosmetic business and all that. So all that did not work for me. So that was stressing me out, because I was not financially independent as much as I wanted, because I said, when I retire, I want to travel, I want to enjoy my life. But it didn't work out that way, because I didn't prepare myself for that. So for those who are seeking early retirement or reaching retirement age, or anybody for that matter who is working and has family and all that, prepare from now, please, because this is going to help you a lot when it's needed. Otherwise, situations can give you so much stress. When this thing happened, I went into depression because I was so independent. When it happened, for 6 months I was not allowed to drive. So being an independent person, going to the gym and all that, I had to go to rehab for 6 months. I went to rehab 6 months. 6 months I had to have counseling and all that. I was not happy with all that because I thought, oh my God, why do I have to do all these things? Because the situation that happened, it had to, all these things had to be done. I had to go to rehab to make myself strong enough so that I can start going to the gym again. And then the depression that led me to like counseling. So I mean, I never thought I would have to do all that, but I had to, because I was not able to sleep. I was awake all night thinking about so many things, and that was not good on for me as well. So all these things in the last 5 years has taught me that do not take life lightly. Life is very precious. Whatever you have, be content with what you have. But if you want more, prepare for it. Prepare for tomorrow today. Don't wait for tomorrow, because you have to make sure that you are ready for whatever comes your way tomorrow, if we can see tomorrow, because tomorrow is not known. We don't know that we are going to see tomorrow. So whatever it is, live your life today. Be happy. Try and do things that keeps the stress away from you. So that's what I have learned, like to be happy, live your life today, keep the stress away, do things that makes you happy, be with people who make you happy. Don't let any negativity come around you, because negativity is going to ruin everything that you have. So life is very precious. Live it and be grateful that you have a life, and the life that you want, that God has given you, because that's the most beautiful thing. Thank you, sis.
Wow, wow, what a lesson. Love is so precious. Never stress up yourself, because there are so many things that stress us. Sometimes, even if you did not plan it, the stress will just come, but you have to think positive. Try to think other things that are positive. That's what I've really learned from your story. And about the retirement, sometimes we think about something, but we are not prepared enough. So if you're working right now, you might be thinking, I have my salary, but your salary is just enough to pay the current bills. What about the retirement? Are you having enough saving? Is it enough to keep you to live the life that you truly desire after retiring? So that's the question you need to ask yourself. And if you wanted to find an opportunity where you can be able to create the lifestyle that you truly want and have a smooth retirement, we are offering a free training right now for you who wanted to explore an opportunity on how to create an extra stream of income, and that can be able to lead you to create the lifestyle that you truly want. So reach to us on the QR codes that are above there. You can scan it, and it can direct you to the free training that we offer right now. And if you have any questions after watching that training, please reach out to any one of us. Reach out to Regina, or you can reach out to me. Yes. We have our third question. Oh my God, a very great inspiration, Regina. Thank you so much for letting us the lessons you have learned. And I believe so many people have learned. I have really learned a lot, because life is truly precious. It's just like a glass, my mom used to compare life with a glass. It says if it falls down, you can't put it back again. So keep it well, because so many things that can break it is like the stress, like anxiety, worry, those things. So find ways on how to really be able to reduce those things. So we have our third question here. So if you could speak to someone who is facing health crisis now, or grief, or feel like they have lost hope, what would you want them to know?
Thank you,
You're
sis.
welcome.
That's a great question. Yes, health situation happens to everyone. We will all have some sort of health issue, um, and if you keep it to yourself, it's going to create a lot more issues for you. And if you are suffering from anything, talk to somebody that you think who will understand your situation. Go and see a doctor, or see a psychologist, or anybody who can help you, because a health situation can happen to anybody. I don't only have a heart condition, I also have osteoarthritis, which is like in the whole of my body. I have it in all my joints. But then I have to make sure that I do something about it. So fortunately, I found a very, very good physiotherapist who has really helped me with the maintaining the pain. I used to have pain in my body all the time, constant pain in my joints because of the osteoarthritis. But this physiotherapist is unbelievably amazing. Like I have been to so many physiotherapists, but none of them did what she did. And she is just unbelievable. So you have to make sure whatever health issue you have to make sure that you get some advice from qualified people. Don't go to just anybody who does not know about the condition, and who could ruin even more for you. So if you are suffering from any kind of health issue, and you are keeping quiet about it, don't, because it will create mental issue as well, and it will give you stress. So and that can lead you to another condition. So like they are all intertwined. If you have any kind of issue, whether health issue, financial issue, whatever it is, talk to the right people. Don't keep it inside you, because it is going to create more problems for you. So if you think that you want to share something with me, because I have been through a life threatening situation, I'm happy to listen. So if there's anyone out there who wants to share anything, their life experience, or if you want some guidance or inspiration, if I can help one person, I'll be blessed. Thank you so much, sis.
Wow, that is so great. If you have something that is really threatening you, don't keep quiet. Go either visit the health personnel, or if it is something you can talk to someone to get inspiration, you can reach out. And Regina is open to listen to anyone who is going through maybe tough time and you wanted some maybe inspiration. You can reach out to her. She has just opened up her heart to share if she can inspire any one person. So, and just this is a very great lesson that we are learning from Regina. And as Regina is also learning from her own story, we are learning from her. And you see, some of the things that she has mentioned that we put in consideration, make sure that that helps you or inspires you, whatever situations that you're in, let you see hope. Let you see that there's a second chance. God still have a second chance He can give you. And if you think that everything is lost, please have hope. The moment that you still have life, you have breath in your lungs, you can do so many things. Don't destroy your life when it's not at your time. So remain positive, get some positive people that can lift up you to become who you want to be. And pray. I know Regina do pray. She is a prayerful person. I am a Christian. She is a Muslim and she prays. I do pray. I believe in God, and if you believe in God or you believe in whatever, prayer can help sometimes. So I'm so grateful to hear
Yes,
her
it's
story.
true.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have my fourth question here. It says that looking back, how this experience changed the way you live your life. Like, you live your life of love and pursue your purpose today. Why this works? It ends on a hopeful towards looking north and inspire people to. Oh, I think I'm reading something here. So the question is, looking back on how this experience changed the way you look in life, love, and pursue your purpose today. Yeah, that's the question.
Thank you, sis. Yes, any experience we have in life, it teaches you something. I have so many experiences in life, and I have learned a lot from my experiences. So, when I had this incident in my life, it has taught me how precious life is. And life is so unpredictable. Being a very active person then, and being into a gym and healthy eating person, and being an active person and happy-go-lucky person, when this happened, I had so many questions. And then I said, like, this can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody, but I was one of the fortunate ones that survived. But it wasn't my time. What it has taught me is to live your life fully. Take one day at a time, and don't try and do things that you don't have any control over, because whatever we do in life, it's all through the Almighty. We are just puppets. We just have to do what we are supposed to do, and we have to be forever grateful for what we have. We are blessed to be living in such countries that is safe, and we we have everything in our life, in our homes, and we have food and everything, and we are very, very blessed. But when situations like this happen, it teaches you to value life, to value what God has given you. So like when this thing happened, I was totally lost. I had so many questions, but the questions were never answered, because I don't know why God gave me this second chance. But I'm using this second chance as a way to help others, so that I can, if I can inspire one person to do something in their life that gives them value, gives them happiness and peace, I am truly, I have done something. And like with a mini defibrillator in my chest, I am grateful that God has given me this chance to live life, and to inspire other people who may be lacking inspiration. They may be going through any kind of crisis in their life, but like, God always gives us things that we can manage. He will not give us anything that we cannot manage. So if you are going through anything, the hard days will end. It's not going to be there forever. The good days will come. So we just have to just keep praying, keep moving forward, and never give up. Because for me, when this thing happened, if I had that give up attitude, I wouldn't be here today, because I would have been in a very different state. But when this thing happened, I took it in a different way. I took it as an opportunity, so that I can do things that makes me feel like I am doing something, I'm contributing something, and I'm doing things that is pleasing to the Almighty, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything that is wrong for me in the eyes of the Almighty, because that is my life now. I just do not want to do anything that is going to bring grief and pain in my life. All I want is to help others, and to help myself, and to live a happy and peaceful life that leads me to the Almighty. Thank you, sis.
Oh my God, thank you so much, sis. You really said it all. Life is so precious. And there's this saying that tough times come, tough time comes, but tough people can do. So sometimes tough time comes and you feel you're broken. So when you are able to overcome, you're one of those tough people that can really do. I know that it's all by the grace of God that He has given you this strength and He has given you everything. And because uh, God is so merciful, and whatever that you're going through right now, if you're watching us, I know that God is so gracious. He is so merciful. He loves you so much. Know that you can still become who you want to be and get out of all those negative things. If you have learned something from Regina's story, please let us know on the comment section. What is that one thing that stood out for you? Maybe that one lesson that you've taken from Regina's story. One thing that I have really taken so precious from Regina's story is that life is so precious. And you don't need to let yourself into stress, because stress really can bring so many other things that you never imagined. So thank you so much, Regina, for sharing your story. And I know that so many people are impacted, and because this is going to be on our pages and it's going to be there, if you are watching right now or you'll be watching the replay, we just request you also to let us know what is that one thing that stood out for you from Regina's story. Or if you could have the chance to ask Regina one question or maybe two questions, what could that question be? Please drop it on the comment section and Regina will get back to you. And I'm so grateful for this moment. Until now, we just want to say thank you, Regina. If you want to say one word for our audience, and then we'll close for today. You're welcome.
I just want to say thank you for those who are watching now and for those who will be watching the replay. I just hope that I've inspired even one person that will fulfill my purpose, because I want to be able to inspire people in the way that they are looking for, the inspiration that they are looking for. So if my story resonates with you, if you want to have a chat, I'm here ready to chat. And I wish everyone all the best, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Regina. And to everyone that has been watching, thank you so much. See you tomorrow in our next episode. Have a beautiful time. Bye.
Bye.